Another question I want to ask, we oftentimes get a lot of requests from film academies and two-year programs. Every year there's one that I've never heard of that's emailing me and saying, we'd love to come on campus and tell your students about our wonderful new program and all of our facilities. And this can be very tempting for students, especially those that maybe are not wanting to take any of the core classes, and they think, well, I'm just going to go to blah, blah, blah academy and not have to take any math or any science or English, whatever, and just do film for 18 months or 2 years. Now, I didn't invite any of those schools here because I think that there's a difference between that kind of a school and a university. And I wanted you to address your feelings about these academies and why you would advocate for a student to apply to a full university 4-year program, or UCLA is a 2-year program, but a university nonetheless.
I'll be happy to jump in on that. We're a 2-year program and film is our first as well. But I think the selling point of the university, I do want to put it that way. The selling point of a university education is its diversity. The diverse courses you will encounter, the diverse people you will encounter, both as instructors and as students. We are trying to, I think, at the university, nurture a well-rounded citizen. And within the Film Electronic Arts Department, the part of the citizen that we get to nurture is that part that wants so very much to be in communication with other citizens using the latest, most advanced technology for sharing stories. Those stories have to come from someplace. They have to be developed carefully, and they have to be communicated with a certain amount of passion and vigor. The university is the place where you learn what the stories are that have driven the Western project, Western civilization, and more generally, the human experience. Those are the stories that get told over and over again in great literature, great films, great television programs, and in great works of music. So this is the point. Come to the university, almost drown yourself in it. It has so much to offer. Expand your horizons and use that process to inform your art. And then you will be the kind of person that stands a better chance of making an impact on society and your fellow citizens. That's not going to happen in a film academy because the orientation is technical. So we have these great institutions in California. I've used that word now 4 times, and I really try to restrict myself from using it, but I think in this context it fits. We have wonderful institutions in Southern California. I don't care if you don't choose my institution, but choose one of these other ones and take advantage of it. I mean, I'm going on and on because I'm just, I've made this institution part of my life for years. So I'm a little prejudiced.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me jump in because I get asked this a lot by the students, and watch the parents when we talk about this. Our students tend to want to come in and get their hands on the camera right away and shoot and shoot and shoot. And if you want that, that's what the Sharp AFI 2-year programs are. That's great. I have nothing against them. They're great trade schools, and that's what you graduate as a tradesperson. That's the difference. I think they're great for some people, right? What we do is we give you an education, and we've talked a lot about film and whatnot, but we haven't talked about the educational side of this, which is your general classes. You are going to take sciences and geology and sociology. I mean, you're getting a real education. That's what we're about. We're not about just making filmmakers. We're trying to educate you too. That's what an undergrad degree is. And why that's important, and you referred to it, is to be a good filmmaker, to be someone who can work in interactive or an animator, you have to have life experience. You're going to get that from your general ed classes that aren't offered at these short programs. I know a student who came in, said he hated philosophy, took a philosophy class. All of a sudden, you see the philosophy in his films. That's what you get out of those classes. And I don't know how many students come into my office and complain they have to take general ed classes, or better yet, the critical studies classes, the history of film. They hate them at first. A year into it, it's the thing they love the most. They had no idea this whole world was open to them. And they're using all that information to create their story, their world. So again, trade schools, I think they're great if that's what you want to do. But I hope that you want to be more than that, and that's what I think all of us offer, is higher learning experience, you become a better person, you become more well-rounded. I heard the word holistic earlier. That's what makes you the best at what you do. The more information you have, the better you are at what you do.
The opportunities, and why shut yourself out of opportunities? And that's the biggest thing that I see with getting a degree at any of the institutions versus a two-year program at a trade school, is you have more interest than just film. Seek them out, delve into them, explore, do an internship, do a research project, excuse me. And just as Brian was saying, in terms of your general education courses, those are the classes that inform your filmmaking. So take the time to spend doing that. Additionally, school is more than just what's in the classroom. It's about the university experience. Going to a sports game or joining a club, even if it's a film club, outside of the program.
Going to a party.
Sure. Any of
A
those.
football game.
Any of those things. It's a process that takes place inside and outside of the classroom, and you're not going to get that same experience by going to one of those schools. So.
What does Chapman have to say about that?
Well, they kind of covered it all. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just that interaction. I think there is really something to be said for a college degree as well. I mean, and I can't believe I'm saying this because this is what everyone always told me, but it's like the stuff that you can always fall back on. And you know, film is one of those things that I feel like about half the people actually go into film, and then the other half become teachers, or they go on to, you know, do counseling, or, you know, whatever. They kind of go on to have other interests as well. And so I think just having that base and having that to always fall back on, there's really something to be said for that. And that just goes along with everything else, you know, the classes you get to take and the interaction that you have. And to be honest, you get to spend 4 years doing it, and you can't take back that time that you have. And, you know, so being able to really spend those 4 years really looking at what you want to do and spending that time and talking to people and interacting and forming those connections just gives you a longer time to be able to do that and just enjoy that time in your life. That I think sometimes doing more accelerated programs is you're kind of just like, here you go, and you're out. And you know, even the alumni networks and all the stuff that we have that way too. I mean, that's how most of our students get their first jobs, is because they interned with someone that went to Chapman, and then they, you know, are working with them too. So, you know, there are definitely different experiences, but I think there's just a lot of added benefits. And taking that one horrible math class will still make it worth it. So.
Sure, Michael.
Can you just add this point? Take 2 students, who's one graduated from the Film Academy, one who's graduated from the university, and put them on a set. Now, the young person who's finished the Film Academy will be excellent. They'll probably both be equally excellent with the technology. But most of you already know that making media projects is a lot of time sitting around, waiting. What do you do during that time? Now, the person who comes from the Film Academy, who is very good with the technology, is probably going to just sit around and wait. The person who comes from the university should, because they are prepared to talk with the people they work with, because they have a wide background. They can talk to the script girl, they can talk to the cinematographer, they can talk to the grip, get to know them, find out things about them, share what they know about their field, what kind of books I'm reading, have you read this? I read this in the paper today, did you see it? You're a well-rounded person, you can interface with anyone. That's the person that gets remembered. That's the person who gets employed in the next production.